here we are once again. Had my camera in my hand, walking out the door, left it on the stairs where I was putting my shoes on. So I don't have my little camera with me, which is a bit of a bar. I kind of need to concentrate today anyway. Can you get in? Sorry, just trying to let somebody into the parking space. So, I'm gonna film on my phone, which is not ideal. But, because I need to conserve battery, but it'll work out. Look at this. We got flowers, sun's coming up. Pretty sweet. All right, the first 2 miles of this is like straight uphill. So, I haven't even told you what I'm doing. Hi. I'm in Colorado and kind of wrapping up my spring in Colorado adventure with my first training simulation weekend for trail, 29 trail, in Boulder. So I just stay around here for timing reasons and, you know, prioritizing the miles and elevation too. But yeah, 3 days, gonna crank it, do the best that I can. I'm at the 3 Peaks Trail in Boulder now, trying to out-hike impending storms, incoming, whatever. So, I don't know how much I'll film today, especially because I don't have my camera. I don't want to suck up all my phone battery for safety reasons. I do have backup battery, but still. But yeah, I'll show you little bits and bobs along the way. Tomorrow I will remember my camera. This is what the trail looks like. Please note, objects in video are steeper in real life. But yeah, lots of rocky stairs. It's all good though, look how pretty it is. First bit of a view. It's hazy out there. Looks bright and sunny over here, but it is hazy out there. How fun is this? A little ladder action. Almost a mile up. Oh, it's pretty. I mean, hazy, but pretty. I'm gonna put my phone away for this. On this nice rock formation to be behind. And for snack, I had a full breakfast just a couple hours ago. So, smallest snack I try to eat every hour. The snacks will get more calorie dense from here on out. But first one, just a little applesauce, little quick carb. Look at that, first peak of snow-capped mountains. Ah. Gotta love a little trail variety. Little, I don't know, rock field? What do we call this? It's not hard, but, you know, just don't twist an ankle. Maybe don't film it. Yeah, good plan. Ooh, the clouds are rolling in. For reference, most of the trails look like this. Like some rocky steps and just, you know, trail rocks, that sort of stuff. In the trees, it's a hike going up, but I mean, literally a little bit of a slog, but it's beautiful. This, by the way, is why I do all of the step ups with the weighted vest at home. So I can get up these guys, right? See that pile up there? Pretty sure that's the peak marker for our first of 3 peaks. I think it's worth climbing up there. It's really getting down. I'm gonna try. Okay, totally worth climbing up. It shows you all the mountains. Oh my gosh. Look at that. How amazing. Oh. Mount Evans. Oh my gosh. You can see all the, well, some of them are rubbed off, but so pretty. Worth it. But now, of course, she has to get back down. It'll be okay. Yay! technical on this way up. Look how far we've come. I think we're about a quarter mile to the peak. You can see it because of the burn. You can see right to it. It's right up there. It's farther away in real life than the video, but like this stuff, you know, it just takes a lot out of you cardiovascularly, but we're getting there. All right, if I wanted to climb up there, that's officially the peak. I've decided I don't want to do that. But this is Bear Peak. You can see this fog rolling in, and I'm not crazy about it because then I can't really see the storm clouds when they roll in. So I'm gonna get to South Boulder Peak, and then it's mostly downhill from there. It's pretty steep downhill for the first few miles, but then it looks relatively relaxed. So I'm gonna try to go faster at that point. I'm gonna go to South Boulder Peak, have a snack, make my way down. And I might not film so much going down because I am keeping an eye on the impending weather. I think I have until about 3 until storms roll in, but you really don't know in mountains. Weather can roll in so fast out of nowhere. And I certainly don't want to be on in these burn zones if there's lightning around. There isn't now, but like, talk about being exposed. Anyway, I'm gonna head down and not down. I'm gonna head over to South Boulder Peak, and we'll take a peek off that peak. Well, I don't love the look of this, but I mean, it's only 11 and prediction wasn't until later, but you know, like I said, you never know. But I don't really have a choice here. I gotta keep pushing through. So we're just gonna skedaddle as safely as possible, not linger too long at the top, have a little snack, and get on out of Dodge. Yeah, I made it. Look how much the weather has changed. That's wild. We're not gonna linger. Trail pup made a friend. Hello. It's cute. Anyway, quick snack and get out of here. Hello. Hi. Obviously, I saved the best trail snack for the last peak. Croissant with a view. Yeah, look, a turkey. They're usually in a flock. Just one turkey? Okay. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. There's another one. So, not a lone turkey. Just a little getting down the mountain, checking that last, like, I don't know, mile and a half. Brutal. So, it was pretty technical going down. It's not my favorite technical terrain. It's my feet. Oh, my feet are throbbing. This is much better here, but whew. It's alright, we're making it down. I am trying to beat this weather though, so I think I'll catch you at the bottom unless we see any more interesting trail life. Alright, y'all, we're back with Blue. I'm not gonna lie, that took me an hour longer than I thought it would. It was so slow those first 2 miles. I'm on this antibiotic, and I'm wondering if it's affecting me? I don't know. Or is it just that it was just that steep and I just today? Who knows? But I made it. 8 hours. Almost 15 miles. I just drove back. There's the house. Parked the car and just walking down to this like bakery / sandwich shop. See what I can get. And by the way, the reason I'm on antibiotics, if you remember, if you watched my last video, where I burnt the crap out of my face, especially my lips. The lips have only just started to turn around 2 weeks later. I developed impetigo. No, I don't have food in my face or a cold sore. It's impetigo. I've been to 2 doctors now just to confirm. These are really cute houses. So I'm on an oral antibiotic as well as an antibiotic ointment for it. But I'm like, is that why I was so laggy going up? I don't know. just felt really, like my heart rate and all that's fine. Legs are tired, but they feel fine. My feet are slammed though. Oh my gosh, all those rocks. It's tough, but it was fun. So this is Pearl Street, which turns into like their downtown district, if I'm not mistaken. There's so many cute houses and apartments along the way. Like really sweet. This is the place. Let's go see. Cute. Got all these goodies. Ooh. Other cupcakes. I got one of these. Maybe for tomorrow. And this. It's delicious. Look at this. Iced ginger chai and prosciutto with mushroom flatbread. I'm gonna save the cooking. It's like a post-run treat tomorrow, but very exciting. Also, this town is so cute and quiet. This store is like a paper person's dream. I bought a couple of things I'll show you later, but really cute store. And getting more into town now, you can get a bit of a better sense of it. This is like, I don't know, half a mile from where I'm staying. Not even. Yeah, probably about. I love it. It's so cute, right? Like I'm in the more commercial part now. It's like Ben and Jerry's and Free People, but it's still cute. Look at their courthouse. Pretty nice. Alright, I'm gonna turn around because I don't need to walk another 5 miles, but wow. Tulips are tuliping. Different colors. Nice. Lots of places to eat, bars and things. Look at this beauty. The Internet Phone House. Oh, 1877. Wow. I really like this hodgepodge of townhomes. They're all like slightly Victorian and all very different, but all like together. So, almost back at the house. So this is the house where I'm staying. I got in late last night and I filmed a tour for you, which I'll pop in, but I just wanted to show you the outside. There's these beautiful lilac bushes. Oh, they smell so good. They're like heaven. Oh, they smell so good. Anyway, it's just like a room share, basically, kind of. I'm just renting a room in these people's house. They're really nice. I met them yesterday, too. Isn't it cute? And there's my camera, where I left it this morning. Kind of blends with the carpet, and it was dark, so. Okay, I'm gonna pick up with the tour now that I filmed last night to show you this cutie place. I just got here and I'm already greeted by a friend. I know. You're sweet. You're very sweet. Are you sweet? Yes? Oh, what a cutie. So like, I'll give the tour. Don't worry, lady. Yeah, you gonna show me around? Look at those eyes. Okay, so you come up from the main level to the second level, and there's a cat here to greet you. No, I left the door open, I guess. They came right on in. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, but you are a sweetie. Hello. Hi. Oh my goodness. Who's a cutie? Disregard my stuff, because I've already kind of moved in. But this is so sweet. This is perfect. All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold, dark air, with 2 enormous chairs, right? So we've got bed, chairs right on Pearl Street here in Boulder, tiny little fridge, which is hopefully gonna hold all my food, a little, you just want loving, you know, one of each kind of utensil you could possibly need, and a water thingy. What else do you need? And then, I haven't looked in here. It's a little closet. Put your stuff in. Oh, we want to investigate the closet. I'll leave it open for you. And then there's this bathroom with a sweet little tub. Happy as a clam. And there's a washer dryer downstairs, which I'm going to use. Yeah. Oh, sweetie pie. Anyway, it's so sweet and I love it. All right, now you've seen my cute place. I love it so much and the people are so nice. And it's just so freaking convenient. You don't always have to stay, like, I love staying in the unique places, like the places that I stayed in the last trip, with the treehouse and the A-frame, and they were gorgeous. I've stayed in so many really unique and beautiful places, but I love a little room too. There's a place in Portland that I've stayed at a couple times. It's just like this. I think I filmed it at least one of the times. Oh, I love that place so much. It's like above an like a garage apartment, but it has a fireplace. That's epic. Anyway, I'm sorry to continue to look at my scabby lip, but I can't pull that off. If you've ever had impetigo, you know, you don't mess with the scabs. You let it do what it does. It looks different every day, and I just praying that it's getting better. I didn't buy much, but I'm going to show you what I got at that little paper shop. They had the cutest bandanas by Handker bandanas. I use these when I'm running and on the trails, sometimes around my neck, sometimes just like tied on my bag. But I go through them, especially on a longer trip. And if it's a longer hike, I'll even bring a couple. I love this one with the strawberries on it. So I've taken more to wearing them like in recent history, kind of like bandit style, because you can turn them into like, you can dunk them in ice water like in events and stuff. But they also just like shield your neck and stuff from burning. I love this. Anyway, they need to be washed, but they're beautiful. So I bought those, and then I got myself a little note card. I do write myself little notes sometimes and put them in my scrap journal when the mood strikes. And then, you know, I got a couple stickers. One for Blue. I should have left that in the car. Oh well. And one, I don't think I have any room on my journal right now, but I just had to have it. It reminded me of a license plate. I don't know. I liked it. And one caramel, because it was 15 cents. And when you see a caramel at a cash register, you buy it, right? That's the only acceptable answer. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do now is draw a lovely early evening soak. It's about 5. I was out for a long time. I walked around for like over an hour and a half. I probably got another couple of miles in there. It's fine. And then I'm going to do some really nice stretchy yoga and read my book and pack it in early. So the point of this, I was so verstrummeled that I forgot my camera, that I didn't even really tell you what this trip is mostly pretty much all about. It's my first simulation weekend for 29 Trail, which is coming up in July. Right now, it's the very end of April. First simulation weekend is technically scheduled for next weekend, but I am home with my kiddos next weekend, and I'm not going to be outside for 10 plus hours a day. You know, they're not going on like 15-mile things with me. So I decided to just bump it up a week. I checked with the coaches, and they said that was fine. Just decided to bump it up a week and do it while I could also take advantage of being in altitude. So this is a lower elevation than I could go. Boulder itself is, well, it says on the sticker, 5,430 feet. And I got up to, I think, about 8,700 today at the highest peak. Pretty sure that South Boulder peak, the last of the 3 peaks, was the tallest one. But, so that's not as high as I've been going up on my previous Colorado adventures. I kind of ran the gamut of different elevations, but I picked this specifically because I didn't really have enough time to do the simulation weekend and drive all the way to Utah. The event takes place in Utah. I will do my second simulation weekend in Utah, probably in the Park City area or thereabouts, which is where the event takes place. I won't copy the trails because I don't know. I want to see other things. You know, I know I'm going to be on those trails for 3 days, for like 27 plus miles each day. I don't need to do the exact trails that I'm going to be doing during the event, but to train with the simulation at the altitude and kind of in the general climate, although May is very different from July. It's the last weekend of May, but still. I'll make it work. But
This is a little bit closer to that elevation. It's probably a little bit lower, but I'm also not quite as fit yet as I will be, in a month. So this felt like the right thing because A, I couldn't fit in the drive and all the miles I wanted to pound out this weekend. And B, if I went any higher, I would be contending with snow. It's still April here, and the snow is still snowy. Up above, I would say about 9,500 feet, that in my very limited experience at least, that's when the snow starts to get snowy. And this time of year, as I learned the hard way, hello lip, you might post hole a whole bunch, like down to your waist. I still have bruises up and down my legs that are finally fading. But yeah, that was intense. It was fun, but I wouldn't want to repeat it if I could help it. So I thought, well, let's do Boulder because it's still solid elevation. It's relatively dry at this lower elevation, and there's a lot of really great longer trails. And I figured I could, make it work. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking at you with my head, and I'm going to go relax. I don't know how much more I will film today. I might just let myself rest the rest of the day. But I will be in that tub, and then I will be on this mat, and then I will be in that bed. All in that order. And I'll probably make a snack smorgasbord, as I want to do, before between one of those things. I'm full still from the focaccia. That was really good. But yeah, this was a good day. So I'm like I'm curious if I'm being affected, like if the antibiotics are affecting my performance at all, because I need to go way faster than this for the event, and still be able to get this sort of elevation gain in this sort of mileage, but go way faster. I mean, luckily I still have time. I still have a couple of months, almost 3 months, but based on the hikes that I did on the last trip, I was churning out better times. And normally I don't care so much about times, but it's a 12-hour time limit each day for these 27 plus miles on these very, elevation gainy courses. And I know I will be running parts of it, which will speed me up for sure. But I'd also like to think that I'd be able to complete it just hiking like I did on the last day of trail, the day 3 of trail last year, when my legs literally couldn't run. My feet were no running. And I couldn't run it all the third day, and I still finished in 10 hours. It's more elevation gain, generally, in this one. So, this one coming up in Park City. So, I'm trying to, not panic. And I don't feel panic, because I still have time. And it's still, I'm still kind of, midway through my conditioning. And there's time to improve. But, yeah, I'm curious about the antibiotic thing. Let me know. Do you have thoughts? If you do, share them.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. Because I'm doing a shorter thing today and the weather is a little iffy, I'm going a little slower. Normally I'd want to be out the door by now. But I didn't set an alarm or anything. I still woke up at 5:15. It's okay. I had breakfast. I listened to the news. All that jazz. And now I thought I'd just talk a little bit about what I do lately before I go out for a hike or a trail run, which is what I'm hoping to do today. It's going to be so muddy, but we're going to make it work. Let me put you down so I can hold on. Can we do that? Is that better? Anyway, so, you're a little crooked, but that's okay. Sorry. Right. I'll do depending on how much time I think I have, 10 to 15 minute little just warm up yoga practice on Peloton. I'm still a Peloton fan. And then I do my little 5-minute lower leg mobility, which I do pretty much every day before I do any sort of physical activity. It helps me warm up my ankles and my feet and my lower legs. And that is very important for my ongoing, just keeping myself as healthy as possible, because I have permanent
feet problems, and they create problems elsewhere. So I try to target the source. But it's actually it's a little mobility program on Peloton, but I've adapted it to add in some of my physical therapy movements over the years that I find most important, especially for like ankle like mobility and strength building, because that's really important. I have some hyperelasticity, which is kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. But yeah, and after that, I will brush my teeth and get out the door, and we'll go try to run this trail. I've got like 8 miles on the docket today. I will not run the whole thing. I do walk on flat road anyway, but I'm going to try to run as much as possible. I think it's like 1,200 feet of elevation gain overall, which is not too much for 8 miles. I just know it's going to be a mud fest, but it's also a lot colder today, and it's going to be off and on raining. I think hopefully it'll be fun. Hopefully I don't hurt myself. But if I get there and I'm like, I don't know, this is a bad idea, there's actually a path here in Boulder that I can do instead. So I have a backup plan. And because it's running and it's shorter, it won't take me more than a few hours. So even if I end up walking a lot of it, like hiking, I try to hike faster because I'll have less gear on. I'll have my hydration pack instead. But anyway, I'm going to do my little stretchy yoga now. I'm waiting for the sun, or it's not going to be sunny because it's raining. I'm waiting for the light to fully come up before I head over, just so I can see with the mud. I don't want to be starting in low light in slippery conditions. But it's not too far away. I think it's like a 10-15 minute drive to the trailhead. Hopefully it'll be fun. All right, stretchy, mobilize. No, literally mobilize. Hello. Thought I might be the only nut job here, but I'm not. Makes me feel slightly better. Apparently it's a very, very popular trail for mountain bikers, which usually, if it's that popular, I would try to avoid because it's just like, I don't know, it just feels a little precarious. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of mountain bikers today. What is, however, is this fog. Like, I don't think I have to worry about getting a sunburn today. Oh, I should have opened this before I opened this. But I think I might have to worry about seeing where I'm going. Like, can I see? I'm going to give it a try. Like I said, if I get, a little bit in and I'm like, this is dumb. I saw, like, I drove past the Boulder trail that goes a little bit up into the mountains, but it's mostly through town and it's pretty flat. I mean, there's a slight grade to it, but so it's fun. And yeah, I'm gonna bring my whole kit and caboodle for 8 miles because you know what? Do what you want and don't care what other people think. I'm working on my hydrating more while I'm running, and this is the kit that I wear during the trail event. I also meant to say, during the trail event, I will both hike and run. I will mostly hike and, shuffle a little bit. All right, if we're putting it in, realistic terms. But when I'm putting in the longer hikes, I just can't, bringing these for fuel, I can't run with my big pack, and I won't hike as a solo person, especially solo female, without my whole kit and caboodle for more than 8 miles. I won't. I just won't. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a smart thing. But it just means it's harder for me to do an 18-mile trail where I'm running for parts of it, because I just don't, it's not good for my body to run on with that big pack on. It's not designed for that, and it's much too heavy. It doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I'm still gonna bring this little doodad. I just take it everywhere now. My little beacon, my InReach Mini. You know what? Better safe than sorry. I thought they said there was a bathroom here. I really hope they weren't lying. And by they, I mean the trail, all trails thing. Okay, Star Trek. All right, well, what could go wrong? Let's see. Okay, well, this time I on purpose left my camera in the car because I
I don't want it to get wet. Ah, there is a bathroom. Let's look. Is she going to be able to see anything? Maybe not. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of bikers today. So, that's good. Can't see more than like a 1/10 of a mile. Or less. Awesome. Nice view, right? Sit at the bench. Take it in. Well, trail isn't too muddy, which is good. It's pretty solid. So it's more than I could ask for. I slowed down to talk to you. Only ran into 2 bikes so far. Didn't run into them. Stepped smoothly to the side. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that's all right. You can hear it, but you can't see it. Water feature. Fog is starting to lift a little bit, which is nice. Oh, now we can see it. And we get to cross. Nice. The river runs through it. Something I didn't think I'd see on a bike trail is stairs. How do the bikers do? I guess they just carry their bike up. I was so busy looking at the water, I didn't notice this car. Whoa. That's wild. We made it. Here. 8.63 miles, 1,181 feet of elevation gain. The pit of despair. Anyway, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Pretty sweet. This just made me laugh so hard. Tired old ass. I'm just picking up a few things at Whole Foods now. Stopped and got some London fog and a chocolate croissant in a little place. Tired old ass. I don't know why that's making me laugh so hard. Still have head. It's okay. I just parked back at the house and just changed my shirt into something dry because it was making me cold, and put on a warmer jacket. And now I'm walking back down. It's not actually downtown. I just drove through a whole bunch of Boulder that was much more like downtown-y. This area is called like West Pearl. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat. Then I'm gonna pack it in for the rest of the day, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, I think I might go to the sushi place. Let's see where I end up. This is quite an extensive menu. Like, wow. I'm not even that hungry. I'm just trying to make way for the window cleaners, but I'm gonna definitely get something warm and a roll, probably. Let's see. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but sushi with cream cheese makes me cringe. Okay, classic miso and green tea, just to warm up. It's a fun place. Gyoza. Funny. I always like to ask for suggestions when I'm at a place I'm not familiar with, and the server suggested this. I think they call it the Ruby Red Roll. So it's got tuna and poke sauce on top with avocado and cucumber. Looks delicious. Look how pretty it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Hello. We're back together on the actual camera. So I spent a couple of hours out, actually. It's 1 o'clock now. More than 3 hours. I finished my run thing at like 10. Less than that. 9? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, I just went out and about. I told you I got the London Fog and the latte and the, like it's a tea latte. It's with Earl Grey tea. It's the London Fog is Earl Grey tea in some sort of latte form. I like mine with oat milk, it's my personal preference. And a chocolate croissant at that. Well, what was the name of that place? I should tell you what the name of it is. Hold please. I'm running a bath now, so if you hear the water. At, where did I go? Alpine Modern Cafe. Very nice. Lovely. I mean, London Fog's pretty easy, but the croissant was nice and they warmed it up for me. So if you ask nicely, they'll do that. And then I went over to Whole Foods and I just got some Epsom salts, another jar of this honey that I bought locally,
The last time I was here, it's so good. It's a local honey to Colorado, if I'm not mistaken, and it's yummy. It's really, really nice. So I put it in my tea, obviously, but I also mix it in with my overnight oats that I make for breakfast. Speaking of which, I bought more oats, because even on the road here, I make our breakfast. And I bought a lip balm, like an SPF lip balm. That's a zinc oxide one. It's by the Sunweed company. It's in the bathroom, so I'm not going to get it. And then I came back and threw on some dry clothes. I still am not clean though. I'm going to clean myself now. And I walked into town and I went to this sushi place, Hapa. I don't know if I'm saying that right, H-A-P-A. Sushi was really, really yummy. Very tasty, nice staff, right just down the block. And then I dilly-dallied around for a little while. I called my mom, because it's her birthday, and we're celebrating next week, never fear. But yeah, and I went to a couple of stores, but in this store I actually bought something. Very cute store, very nice folks. I bought these for my kids. I don't buy them souvenirs every time I go away. We're in a big bunny phase, like perpetually. But when I see cute bunnies that I've never seen before, I snatch them up. I don't know if I'll give them to them right away. I like to save them for our trips as one of the surprises that I put in their carry-on bags. I might do that. But these are by the company Maylake? I don't know how to pronounce that. All I know is that we have books. I think we have books by these people. So, one for Cece, one for Donnie, because, you know, you have to have the same. And then, because I couldn't resist, they only had one of these tiny little bunnies. Yes, I bought myself another car ornament, but I had to have it. I had to have it. It was so cute. So it'll go on my dash somewhere. So now I have matching bunny to my kids. But yeah, I probably will save those for a trip, because when I do carry-on bags for them, I still to this day at 7 and 9 pack them a surprise art project, a surprise plushie, their like usual pack of art supplies, new stickers and stuff, and sometimes like a game, like a small game or something. And then also, look at this really nice little pouch they gave me. And everything on the store was 20% off today. I saw these earrings and they were just so unique and so fun. I'm hoping that the camera picks up the detail, but they're little balloon dog sterling silver earrings. Sorry, I tried one on, so it's not staying on right. Hold on, let me fix. His little head is there. Can you see them now? How cute is that? So I'll probably put those in soon. But look at this really nice little pouch they gave me. And then was like, I guess I'm not done buying hot beverages. I went to this place, this Ozo Coffee Company, and I got what they call a cereal milk matcha. So it's basically just like a matcha, like a green tea, like a matcha latte, oat milk, but like seasoned with cinnamon and sweetened, and it's really good. And now I'm very, very much looking forward to soaking in the bath and just taking the rest of the day to just relax. I'm going to do a longer stretchy yoga, maybe a nice yin yoga today. Oh, these bunnies. So this is part, like I'm doing the, I can't remember, please excuse me if I'm repeating myself. I'll cut this out of the edit if I'm repeating myself. I cannot remember if I told you or not. But I'm doing the simulation weekend out of order based on the weather. So I knew today was going to be rainy, especially later in the day, so I knew I needed to do my shortest time length of the 3 days. So it's an 8 mile, a 16 mile, and a 16 mile, which is what is on my training plan. But I'm doing a little different. So yesterday I did about 15 miles, a little less than 15 miles, but we're going to round up because you know what? It was hard. And then today I did a little over 8.5. So there's the roundup right there. Of a trail run, and I did finally get to see my pace, and I knew I was going fast, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. So I clocked, hold on, my Garmin's loading, I clocked a 14:47 per mile pace for a trail run for me. I think that's the fastest I've ever done. It was a really, like I was thinking about it when I was on on the trail, I was like, I unwittingly picked the perfect trail to do after it rained all night and was soggy and misty and all of that, because a mountain bike trail is really like a frequented one is well packed. So it wasn't, there wasn't very much like really gross like muddy parts. There was a few, but I just went around them. I didn't even tell you what it is. It's the Canyon Loop and Benjamin Trail Loop at the Bataso Preserve, Betasso. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. I will say that I can see why it would be way more crowded with mountain bikes usually, and I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. When I was there, I only saw 2 sets of 2 mountain bikers and 2 other trail runners in the whole 8.5+ miles, so that's not a lot, but because of the weather. But I did see a sign that said they don't allow bikes on Wednesday and Saturday. So if you want to trail run it or even hike it, it's a nice hike. I'm sure there's better views when it's not all fogged in. It's very, very moderate. It's like, I would say it's on the easier side. I think it's listed as moderate, but I would call it more easy because it's very low-key elevation gain. Where there is gain, it's very like it's not too steep or technical or anything like that, but it's perfect for trail running, especially if you're a newbie like me. But yeah, so that's why I put that today. I'm doing it kind of out of order, and then tomorrow will be my longest hike, hopefully. I know it's going to be mushy wherever I go. I'm still kind of narrowing down where I'm going, but I'm hoping to get in an 18-miler tomorrow. So I'm putting in slightly more miles, but I won't run it all tomorrow. It's just logistically hard for me to do that. Like I said, when I'm carrying a full pack, I can't really run with that. And that's fine. So that's why I dedicate the one day to the trail run, to really just practice my downhills and my flats, which are the only parts of the trail event that I will run. I don't run uphill if I can avoid it. So that's that. Okay, I better check on that bath. But yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day reading, chilling, stretching. Like, part of this simulation weekend is really taking care of myself and keeping like kind of quiet and resting well, and doing mobility work and stretching and stuff in between. That's part of the training. So yeah. Okay. I'm so excited to get in this bath. I feel like I just blathered at you for a long time, so I'll catch you later. Good morning. I actually made it to the trail when I wanted to. What a concept. It's a little after 6. I'm at the Fowler trailhead. Is that it? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Fowler Trail to Eldorado Canyon Trail to Walker Ranch Loop. Now, I did Walker Ranch Loop before. But this is the trail, the mileage I wanted. It's 18.5 miles. It says 4,000 feet elevation gain, but other people said it was a little more in the comments. It doesn't matter. What matters is it's a nice up and down trail. It's not just like 9 miles up and 9 miles down. It's up and down and up and down. It's the right mileage, and it's only 20 minutes from where I'm staying. And all those things fit the bill. So today is simulation day 3. Simulation 1, day 3. Just getting some electrolytes to take with me. Now, expecting this to take me quite a while. So I have brought so much food today. I have basically 2 of everything, and a cookie, and a croissant, and an apple. And even some nerd gummy clusters, just in case we need to be, like, zapped back into existence. I don't even like them that much, but they really do zap you back into existence. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's very foggy, so I don't think we're going to see anything for a while. Like, I could barely see coming up the road here. And where I'm parking right at the trailhead, it's very limited parking, street side parking, but if you get here early enough, you can make it. I think it's going to be dry today. I didn't think to look at the weather before I left, which was a rookie mistake. But you know what? We have service, so we're going to do it right now. It might rain a little later, much later, but it's going to warm up quite a bit. It might rain in the afternoon when I'm still on the trail. So I'm going to bring my light rain jacket with me. I'll actually probably wear it to start because
It's only 40 degrees right now. Not this is too warm of a jacket. But that's easy to squish up and pack in my bag. My huge amount of food. And we'll get going. I'm a little nervous. This is the most mileage I've attempted in a long time. But we're going to get it. We're going to do it together. Kind of. Just wildlife. See a deer? Hello. Look how foggy it is. How cool does this look? And look, fog's already starting to burn out. So this part of the trail is very even here. And I've read that the whole trail is very popular with trail runners. And I'm sure it would be an awesome trail running trail. But like I said yesterday, I don't run with my full gear on. And I don't go out into the wilderness alone for more than a certain number of miles without it. So it was a little muddy because we got quite a bit of rain. But wow, look at this. The cliffs of insanity. Look at that. Might end up being a nice day anyway. So I'm going to stop yapping at you. I feel like I've talked at you a lot the last couple of days. I'll just film things that are cute. Cute? It's cute out here. Pretty. And oh, I really do need a bathroom. I wonder if there's a place I can go that's not so exposed. Yeah, there's the Eldorado Canyon State Park visitor center's on the way, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I have to go. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Anyway, ooh, we're sliding around. Yeah, we'll just do a montage. Okay, hiking montage. Almost 7 hours, and I'm almost 17 miles in. So I think I have another couple. No, it was 2.3 to this point. Yep, 2.3. Then I'll be back. I got hot and now it's like cold. So, oh well. Anyway, I went into the visitor center, got my stickers, tried to remember to show you at the car, tried not to get run over in the parking lot. And I'm heading back to the Fowler Trail, which will take me back to my vehicle in 2.3 miles. Got an apple. Feeling good. Much better pace today. So, I mean from day one, my other hike. So, feel pretty good about that. But yeah, really good day. Not sure we saw any of this morning because it was a bit fogged in.
Look how pretty.
Yo, we made it. Just over 19 miles, 7 hours, 38 minutes, 29 seconds, 4,074 feet of elevation gain. So, I did this hike, which was over 4 miles longer than my hike on Thursday, my day 1 hike, in less time. I was really in the hurt locker on Thursday. I don't know. It was slightly more elevation for slightly less mileage, but still, it wasn't that big of a difference. And I did crowdsource about the antibiotic thing. And most, like, I would say, I think it was like 65% people said, yeah, antibiotics can definitely affect performance. But, I don't know. My trail run went great yesterday, and today's hike went really well. So, and I'm still on them. This is my last day of the oral antibiotic. I still have the ointment for a few more days, but it's really cleared up a lot in the last day. But yeah, I'm pleased as punch, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful day. Definitely on the moderate side. There's some technical parts with some rock stuff, but not much. The hike actually on Thursday, the day 1 hike, was much more technical. And that did slow me down quite a bit too. But I think I was just really lagging going uphill. But yeah, nice. It's only 2:15. Sweet. I'm gonna get myself, all unhikey. Oh, and now we're not in this anymore. And get back to the little place and take a bath. And then wash my hair. And then I'm going out tonight. I'm gonna go celebrate. Because I did simulation week 1. Yay. Also, look at this. Do you see? I'm getting some muscles. I've been working. Alright. I'll stop flexing. Real quick before we go. Eldorado Canyon State Park stickers. I'm like completely out of room on my journal, so I bought the tiny one for my journal. This one's for the car. Eventually. Y'all know I've been dragging my feet on that. Alright, I'm gonna eat my croissant. It's a 20-minute drive back to the house. Well, I'm clean. What a concept. I'm gonna wrap it up here, you guys. This concludes my simulation 1 out of 2. The next one will be at the end of May, like I said. And also, I'm pretty sure I'm wrapping up my Colorado time. And I'm gonna head over west. Can you guess where I'm going? Probably gonna be there for quite some time. Not all at once, but just like traveling back and forth there. Quite a bit. I bet you can guess. But I enjoyed spending this time with you, sharing this experience with you, and as always, I'm wishing you happy trails, magical miles. Stay safe out there. Be kind to yourself and others, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.